Okay, guys, welcome back to another session of Fuck It Be Honest.
Fuck It Be Honest.
Yeah. So look, today we got motherfucking Tip. We got Neek.
Yeah.
They are married, right? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Like us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for inviting us into your beautiful home, newly
Yes,
built,
lovely home.
motherfucking renovated. Don't tell me that black people can't do it, huh? No, it's me. Look, y'all got to break the ice. So look, the first thing I want us to do is I want us to go ahead and get a toast out the way. That's first.
right.
Shots. Okay.
Okay, shots, of course.
Shot.
Now, I ain't said I'm going to drink the whole shot.
You
Everybody
got
know
to.
I'm not a
You
shot.
got to.
I'm not
You
drinking
got
the
to.
whole shot.
It's
Oh
only
my
right.
God.
It's only right.
This is why I don't hang with people, y'all. This
It's
is
only
why.
right.
All right, so look, first of all, let's toast to love
Yes.
and happiness.
Love,
Okay?
happiness.
Prosperity. Oh, shit, help me.
Yeah.
To hell with Neek, because this was not a shot, but
know, right?
I'm going to let her just act like she did something, because she tried to go in her husband's man cave and pull out the Patron, huh? When I'm not even ready for it.
It's all right.
It's all right. All right, let me
all
just
right.
take this right here. Mm-hmm. So,
Time some more.
what I wanted to come out with, why I thought about coming out with like the podcast of like the couple. I don't know if you guys watch Black Love. Have you ever watched Black Love before?
I have.
You have?
I haven't.
You
We
haven't? Okay, you have, right?
I have, of course.
All right, so Neek, let me before we start off with your actual personal questions, what do you get out of watching Black Love? That show. I know there's a lot of different shit that goes on with the show.
It is. It's a lot of different things, but what I really get out of it is just the true meaning of a couple being in love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The things that they have been through.
Yeah.
That really makes their love uniquely theirs.
That's a good.
The
That's a good way
resilience
to
of
put
it.
it. Put it. The resilience. I think that's what it was, because Black Love shows so many different avenues of age,
Yeah.
different types of things that go on in each
Different
marriage,
struggles.
Yes.
and it makes you say that, or show you that most of us go through the same shit,
Yeah.
and nobody's perfect.
Yep.
Nobody's perfect.
All right, so let's go ahead and kick off the questions. And we came up with these questions based on just knowing the longevity of the relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, like we don't know anything
Yeah.
personal.
So we
Okay.
gonna
Just,
let them know.
you know, yeah,
So,
just let
so
them
I'll
told
kick
you.
it off. All right. So when did y'all how did y'all meet? Like, how old was you? Like, run
How
it
did
down.
y'all meet? Who remembers it?
Yeah, who pull up on who? How it go?
Well, I remember it,
Okay.
It's still like yesterday.
Okay.
I ain't too long came home from the from the
Okay.
feds, and I was riding with one of my cousins, and he just said, "Let's go out tonight." So I was like, "All right, I'm riding with you. I'm fresh out,
Okay.
don't know what's
Where
what."
y'all went to?
Well, he took me
Was
to.
y'all here?
Yeah,
Y'all
we
was
was
in the
here.
city?
Yeah,
In
we was in the
Richmond?
city. He took me to I think we went to a club across town, and he said something about, "Let's go to Satellite."
Oh,
Okay.
I said,
shit.
I
Okay,
said,
the light.
I said, "What's the Satellite?"
Yeah,
The
you
light.
said.
I've been gone 10 years. What's the
Yeah.
Satellite?
And how old? What's the age? I'm sorry to cut you off, so we'll know.
What year we in? Yeah.
This was
old are you now?
2006. I'm
Okay.
52.
You 52? You look good for
Okay.
52.
Thank you. Yeah.
And Neek, how old are you?
Go on, Tip.
I'm 46.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. All right, go ahead. You
So,
read the satellites, the light. Shout
So
out to y'all.
I'm like, cuz I don't know what it is when I'm riding with you.
Yeah.
So we went up there. We didn't get out of the car because I think by the time that we got there, the light was closing.
Okay.
So I seen my wife now.
Okay.
Seen her and her mama walking out. So I was sitting in the car trying to be cool, I wasn't a big boy BMW though. But,
Okay.
So you were cool.
Okay.
in the
Okay.
passenger seat.
I know you see me. I know you see me.
I gave her the
feed you.
yeah. So I gave her the finger light to come here. She kind of hesitant, but she walked over.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
I
from
like
there,
what you saw.
yeah, from there, I spit my little game. It wasn't much.
What
I
you
just
had?
I just make her smile.
Yeah.
So gave her my number. 2 days later, I let her take over from there.
Ooh, come on, Neek. What you
Okay.
remember, girl? 2
About
days later.
2 days later,
Some
I called.
man in the BMW called
Yeah, I
and tell you come here.
hesitated and didn't really know if I was gonna call.
Okay.
Okay.
But it took about 2 days, and I called, and we had our first conversation, and it was just refreshing.
All right, when you first saw him, was you like he attractive?
Oh
like,
yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
So you- yeah, he
I
wouldn't
was
have got that
attractive.
number.
And we already know that for you. You was like, shit. Like,
Yeah,
hey.
I even-
Yeah, it's cut like, yeah,
It
like
ain't
shit.
matter.
Come
See,
out like a
Back
motherfucker.
then, of course,
Yeah.
he had the cornrows.
Okay.
Oh.
I had my braid fade.
It was a braid
I
fade.
had my
Yeah,
braid fade. So
yeah,
we all had
cornrows.
it.
So I thought he was attractive, and conversation was good.
Okay.
Conversation was really good.
That's
And
major.
so we talked every day after that. And then some time went on. We had our little bumps.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
it was a time where we kind of stopped talking to each other. And ain't neither one of us like it.
But never made it official. Y'all ain't dated. Y'all
Yeah.
just was talking.
At that
Or
time.
did y'all
we-
ever?
No, we were just talking.
We
Okay.
were just talking.
Okay,
I don't think
friends.
we had made it official
Official yet.
yet.
Did y'all
Okay.
have sex
Or
already?
had we?
No, we had some things that we were cleaning up.
Okay.
Oh, did we have sex?
Did you have sex already?
How
Yeah.
quick? How soon?
Well,
Did it-
I feel that the time frame that I said was
Okay.
accurate, but she's denying it, saying that it was longer.
What's yours, Tip?
What was
I'm
that?
saying about 2 weeks.
Oh, you
Okay.
better than me.
Okay. 2
I'm
weeks.
saying about
Me-
2 weeks.
2 weeks from the time we started talking on the phone,
Yeah. Right.
or 2 weeks since it was
2
2 weeks
weeks.
since we met.
I feel it was 2 weeks since the 2 days that you didn't call me. The 2 weeks after that.
I ain't had you wondering like, hey,
I know that's right,
yeah,
Neek.
you got the right number. Goddamn.
I know that's right.
That's the wrong word.
It might have been 2 weeks.
I'm
2
later.
just
weeks later.
saying.
Okay. So what you were saying, Neek? You said y'all went through a bump in the road.
Yeah, we went through the bump in the road, but that's I think I fast forward.
Okay.
So yeah, I said it was about 2 weeks, and I don't know. From that point on, it was kind of like, all right,
I can see this.
Yeah, I think I might like him.
So how long did you think it took you to see that? You said, was it after? Because okay, sex is important, right?
important.
And y'all was still in y'all friend phase and going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That,
We
at
got
that
to,
point,
like 2-3 days.
We
I was putting it
definitely-
down. I was the man.
We
Why
was
y'all
definitely
think that,
in that
though?
phase
Let 'em know.
where
Let 'em know.
all right, look, I'm gonna ask
Let
you
them
like,
know.
almost every time we saw each other.
okay, so we're gonna stop here for just a second before we move the fuck on, because this is what niggas do, right? So I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, but we are more emotionally, mentally connected.
Absolutely.
Men are more physically
Yeah, our shit's
connected.
physical.
So
Yeah.
look how
Absolutely.
quick he said, I threw it down. We could be like, yeah, it was good, but that didn't make me want you.
Right.
It could be a good part of it.
Right.
See how look at his face.
They kept you
I was the
around.
man.
Niggas make me
Yeah.
sick.
You
How who
already-
told
you
you was
know.
the man though?
You know it.
What you mean? I know.
Hey, you
Say-
know.
Say he know it.
Like, I know.
But Neek, that's a good question. How do you know that you're the fucking man in the bed? How
I
you
can
know?
tell you because once I got with her, and like I say, it was like that.
Okay.
On both parties.
Almost-
But what
okay.
I'm saying,
Obviously.
when you still, there wasn't a break or anything in between any of that. When sometimes you
Okay.
can be with a person because you sleep with them,
Yeah.
that don't mean things going to progress.
That's right.
Yeah,
And go any
into
further.
something else.
That's right.
Yup.
You
That's
know,
right.
it could be like, okay, I got it. Back in the day, when I met her, I was one of them dudes that I had a lot of trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could have just been
Okay.
a trophy, and I could have kept it moving.
Yeah.
But it was more to it with
Same
her
thing
than
you
Yeah.
said. Okay. Same
just
thing.
being 100. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what part of it made you say this is it? Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
and
What
make
was
this
special
official.
about her that made you like, this more than just that?
Well, one, like I say, when I came home from the feds after doing all that time,
Yeah.
and I had to start making the correct changes to get my life together, and she wasn't the type female that I perceived, and when I met her, to let me do what I want to do. When I say that, I mean she's not the female gonna let me run over top of her.
Put her foot down.
I know she ain't going for me messing around with all these girls, and she's still gonna stick around. And she was just a different level of a
The
woman.
level
Yeah.
of woman.
Yup.
So with that being said, and I knew that, and she gave me the opportunity because, like I say, she was already a professional hairstylist.
Yeah.
And she ain't got time to be dealing with
She's
no
already
dudes.
in a level.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm just coming home, still trying to find
Trying to
myself,
figure
get
it out,
myself
yep.
together. I ain't really got time to play with her if I want her to be in my life.
Yeah.
And when I'm making a change to do what I need to do.
Okay.
So
So was that a hard transition for you coming out of the feds and then because I mean a lot of times when guys come out of jail they go to they do their playing and they get to soar their oaths or whatever you call it. How did you know when you came out of the feds that I know that I'm having fun but I'm going to eventually I want a woman to stabilize my life? Was that any like kind of your thought? Not like take
Yeah.
me
I
out
want
of
to
it.
find
like,
a
just
good
like
woman, or
your
did
thought.
this good
Did it
woman
just fall
just
in your
surprise
lap?
you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I had baby moms and all that
Yeah.
still trying to hand, but they did a lot of things when I was
Okay.
away that I wasn't going to put
Yeah.
up with.
Come back
Yeah.
to
So
you.
when I came home, first and foremost,
Okay.
I'm always about my bag. Because with the bag, everything else falls around.
Yes.
So, like I say, with me still trying to find myself, because let me say this, when she met me, I had nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You know what I mean?
And
My cousin,
that's a feeling all in itself.
I had nothing, and she still dealt with me when I didn't have anything. So that right there alone you see how we living now, but at the end of the day,
Put her in a different
she
light.
You didn't start off that way.
I didn't start off this when she didn't really know who I was. She went off the representative that I brought to her.
Yes.
And I was a
Well,
rep.
that's a good way to put it, Tip.
I was a rep. You know, and like I said, I just had to turn the rep into the main guy
To the real me, up.
and show her
Who I
what
am.
I'm about.
Yes.
Like I said, we had our ups and downs, our turmoil to get here, but at the end of the day,
Everybody do.
Everybody.
I made
do.
the right decision and choice.
Ooh. So
Damn
Neek,
right.
would you agree with in looking at your side of it, like, you know, he didn't have anything, you was already established,
Yeah.
you got people in your ear, this nigga came out of jail, you know,
Yeah.
since some of the
So-
bitches ain't got no man right now. Okay. So let's talk about
Yeah,
the
so
shit.
so what made you
So
like,
what
okay,
made you-
he's special,
yes,
he's different.
What
There's
made,
something
and y'all
about
didn't
him.
have the kid, you didn't have your child yet, right?
Not yet.
All right, so
Right.
go
Did
ahead.
you have
Right.
kids? You had
Yes.
you had kids.
Okay.
Okay.
We
All right.
both had individual kids. We
Okay.
had our child together.
Okay.
Of course.
Blended. Mm-hmm.
So, what can I say? So, correct. When we met, he didn't have nothing to offer. I must say, tangible.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But what he was offering was mental for me.
Most
That's
more
heavy.
important.
Yeah, it's
And
worth more.
he was honest, you know, about the things that he was going through at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my first connection with him was more of a mental connection, just our conversation and just knowing that he wanted better. He was trying to do better.
Yeah.
So
And so it was like, how could you not give somebody a chance? Because in where I was at that time, it's like, okay, you are with this typical person, this quote unquote your type, right?
Yeah.
And not that he wasn't my type,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you know, sometimes you got to step out of the box.
Yeah.
Right. He for a long time would pick with me because when I met him, he had a car by then.
Okay.
But he was honest
Back
with
then,
me
too. Okay.
and told me that not too long before us meeting, he was on a moped,
A scooter.
a scooter. And he was like,
And
would
wasn't
you,
ashamed of it.
would you have dealt with
That's the
me
grind.
if I still had the scooter?
Oh, that's a good question.
And my answer to him was, I don't think so.
Wow.
But I was being honest
Honest.
because
That's so
I was
true.
like,
But
hold
yeah,
on.
that's
how
heavy
you-
to-
how
yeah,
you gonna take me
yeah.
out on a date on your scooter?
You had a Benz truck. You ain't had to ride my
But it was
scooter.
her Benz truck.
I meet her at the house. We get in the truck.
Truck. Yeah, I ride over.
Because she like, I'm
goddammit.
not driving in the Honda.
You gotta pick me up, goddammit. Hey, you gotta
But-
pick me up. I pull up on you.
But I will say that, and I had to explain to him at that time, that was the shallow part of me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And moving forward and growing with him the way that we did. If I would have met him and he was on the scooter and I would have turned him down,
And look what you would have missed out.
look what I would have missed out on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
But I
I
just do it.
understand now. But just being honest, like I honestly answered the question then because that's where I was in
That's
my
who you
life,
was at. Yep.
But
right?
can I interject one thing, honey? What I'm saying is the point of that I always go back to her that I still hold over her head when if I would have met her with the scooter that I try to explain to my wife and she understand we're in a better place now.
Yeah.
But for the thing of it I'm saying is for women, don't always belittle a dude because he don't have or what you think he need at the time.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what he can grow into.
Yeah, what is the potential
The
is.
same
Yep.
thing, vice versa.
As a woman,
with a
yep.
woman. But I'm just saying, like I say where we're at in our life now, all these cars, this house. I was the dude with the scooter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was the dude with the scooter.
Look at
And
me
you
now.
know
That's the point that I was
Look at
trying
me
to make.
now.
And what
Yeah,
Tip
I was
saying-
always this guy.
And what Tip's
Yep.
saying is very fucking important because what I say is this. Okay, yeah, your ass may, and I'm talking to females here, you may have the house, the cars, the career, all that shit, right? But how's your mental stability?
Yeah.
So you want him to look at your exterior. You got a fat
Yeah,
ass,
okay,
and I'm
you got a nice
pretty,
body, you
and
pretty.
you got to match my fly. But is your fly good enough in your mental
Is
to
you
take care of
thorough?
a fucking man?
Is you smart?
Right.
Can you take care of yourself?
Right.
How often do you have breakdowns?
Yeah. Are
You
you
get what I'm
healthy?
saying? So I get, and when Tip said that's what made me say it. Like, yeah, don't look at just that because we don't even have it fucking all together, and I still don't.
Right, but back then, like I
So-
explained to him, that
Yeah,
was
that's
that
it,
was
was you.
immaturity.
Yeah,
Like
you
you
had
got
to
to
learn
think
it.
about your age at that time and what you was used to dealing
What
with
you
prior
saw.
to that.
Yeah.
Right. So it was immaturity, and it takes growing up
to
past
see it.
that to see that you could have passed up a good thing.
And just like me,
But you had
like
everything
young,
else in order.
like you just young, you just running through women. Like you really don't. I'm not looking to be with nothing.
What Tip say though? What he say?
What'd he
Tip?
say?
But she had everything else in order. When I met her, like I said, she's a professional hairstylist. You was taking care of our kids, my stepsons, this is my sons. You was taking care of them before I even met you, without any fathers being in the
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
So I'm still not going to accept that to where you were already established with your life bringing it together more.
Yeah.
But when I come in, I'm like, I'm just stuck on, look, I had that scooter. We couldn't go to satellite on that scooter, but I'm
I
just
had
saying,
it.
I had that scooter.
So did her having a career when you met her, like coming home, getting your life in order, you knew what you wanted, did that kind of hinder your, like, not your pride or your ego? Because some men can be jealous of somebody being where they are, and I'm just not speaking like just personally to you, but was there ever a time where you felt like she had more, did more, and that caused any type of friction into the marriage? I mean, to the relationship. You weren't married, excuse me.
Not for me, because
That's
like I
good.
say, the type dude I am, and for the people that do know me that listens to your podcast,
Yeah.
I've always been a boss.
Yeah.
It's just that I made some errors and mistakes
In
and had to
different
go
ways.
I
away
just need to get back.
and come back. And like I was explaining to her when she met me, one thing about my wife, she didn't care who I was before I was.
Yeah.
She wanted to go with who she met and move
where we
forward.
going.
And I get that, but I always wanted her to understand who you're dealing with.
Yeah,
Who
I
I
was
before
and-
you.
yeah.
You know, her brothers and them told her who I was.
And where I'm
the
headed.
streets know who I am.
Yeah,
You know,
let
so
them
at
know.
the end of the day, I just wanted my woman to know who I was. So don't think if we go somewhere and some dudes roll up, I'm gonna jump behind her back and
no.
she got to fend. No,
Yeah, I don't
I'm
want
that
sucker
dude.
shit.
I could go back to
Exactly.
if somebody fuck with my
Yeah,
family.
exactly.
But, I mean, you know, like I said,
And we love that though.
Yeah, exactly. Turn
We
them
don't
on.
want no soft ass man now. Okay,
Hey.
we want you to have a career,
But I
you
knew.
Yeah.
Okay, you
He
knew.
showed
You
me.
knew
You,
what time it
he
was.
showed
Yeah.
you, yeah.
Yeah,
But with
he
you,
showed me.
and what I get is even with Zay and me, I see all the time, and I tell
Yeah,
him
me
all
and
the
Vicky
time.
went through all this shit.
And I tell him all the time, I
yeah.
said, I love the fact that, you know, you were very intelligent. Regardless of what, you were very intelligent. I said, and I'm big on that shit. I don't give a fuck what a nigga got, what he can do, I need to know the intelligence grows because I'm gonna have kids by you. If I'm gonna grow my business, because I always knew that I was going to do something. I didn't know what. We met at
But
20.
do something great. Yeah.
But I knew I was going to do something great. And like when Zay had potential, of course, the bumps in the roads and you go through shit to try to find a potential. I'm not going to keep living off potential.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Show me
understand? 'Cause
something.
you got to show me something. But like Zay, I love the fact that he could be at the fucking board table and he can also be at the fucking courtroom if he had to be. He knows he has that balance. And for me, that's what I fell in love with. So I get that.
Yeah, a little bit
So
of
that
everything.
was really good, Neek and Tip, on how y'all met and the kids. And all right, so let me ask you, how many kids do you have between? I know in whole, how many you have? Like your kid, and then
Then
all together.
kids together. Yep.
How many we got together? Quick on your feet.
Quick on the draw. Roll the dice. How many kids you got, Tip?
8.
So you got 8 separate,
No,
8 all together.
total.
all together.
Total.
Where
Okay.
it come from?
Where 8
Your
come
kids
from?
included.
Okay.
Your kids
You
included.
got a child hiding?
Well, I told you there is.
Oh, you can. Yes.
I still count my daughter lives in Baltimore that I never
Yes.
even met.
Yes.
And that's not on me.
Ooh, but you still count her.
I still count her because I got her mother pregnant. She's from Baltimore. I got
Okay.
her mother
Okay.
pregnant. When she finished the program we was in, they sent her back to Baltimore.
Okay.
And when she left, everything left with it. But I do know before she left, she had my daughter, and that was it.
Ooh, so how do you feel about that?
I mean, no, they don't go by without, I mean, you know,
Okay.
me knowing I have a child live in Baltimore somewhere, you
Yeah.
know, I'm all over social media.
Yeah, you're cute.
You know,
you with your kids. You're active
Yeah,
in
hopefully,
here. Yeah.
you know, like I explained to my wife, you know, we're not going to act like we're in the movies. One day a girl show up at the door and say she my daughter.
Yeah.
I did tell you.
I'm gonna mention it. Yeah, I'm gonna mention it. I'm gonna mention it.
So
That
8
count
all
is
together.
still wrong. That's 7. So it's 3 girls
Okay.
and it's 4 boys.
Or 7.
That's 7.
Tip now.
She said jump on my feet.
Look, now when we came here
She
to the
rushed me.
podcast, Tip, we
She
didn't
rushed
come
me.
here.
I-
Nick said, "Hold on, nigga. Now,
Yeah.
Tip."
Well, I'm just letting her know when we hit the Mega Millions in the near future, I'm sure some girl gonna say she got a child by me, so I'm just adding that one in.
Tell that one on
Yeah. I mentioned it.
I'm only
I
joking.
mentioned it. I mentioned it.
hell to the goddamn no. All
Mention it,
right,
goddamn.
so let me ask you. I'm gonna start with you, Neek.
Okay.
Okay, what was special about him that made you really want to commit? What was that thing to say? I'm going to make this official.
The beef.
The beef.
Stop it.
Why he? No, I'm just saying. What the?
Oh, that's
fuck?
my next question. Keep going. Keep going.
He
Keep going.
did.
Keep going. Keep
Stop
going. Keep
it.
going.
Nick, it's
Explain.
part of the.
Let me explain something to you. We are fuck it, be honest.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
but-
be honest.
So that's what it
goddamn
is.
That's what we gonna do.
Tell me what the hell why you were
Right.
committed with this goddamn man.
Huh?
The goddamn beef jerky.
What was
Let's
it?
see.
You make me so sick.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to think of back then. So I was at my time in my life where I knew that I wanted to settle down.
Okay.
Right? So I had been I want perfect.
Okay.
People be like, "Oh, she tried to act like she was perfect." No, I used to keep an ace in the hole. And I think really for me, we vibe for one. So we vibe for one,
Yes.
and then for two, it was like I was at that time, being honest, where my brothers would always tell me that if I didn't like give somebody like a true chance, meaning not running at the first, because that's what I used to do. I used to run at the first. Oh, you want to cheat? Oh, bye.
Yes,
Oh, you don't want to do this? Oh,
and
bye.
you could be running fucking
So they would
forever.
always be like,
Yeah.
Nika, you would drop them like they hot. Not not bragging or nothing, but that was just me.
Yeah.
I was quick to walk away.
Yeah, easy.
And with Tip, it was like I like the vibe and the spark and the connection that we
I was about to say
actually
connection.
ended up having with each other. And
The beef.
Huh?
Girl, give it to him.
The
Say the
sex
beef.
was good.
Thank you, girl. Shit.
Yeah.
There you go, Tip.
Huh?
You got good beef
And,
jerky.
Yeah, that 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
That 2 weeks in, yeah.
but then too, back to your point, I like the way he protected me.
Yes, it's big.
Yeah, he felt safe.
He was very probably overprotective.
Yes,
of me,
in some
but he was
points, but he was
very
protective.
So he made me feel safe.
Yeah. And
You
they
know?
are protective with family, friends. They don't give a
So
Something
shit.
you love.
regardless
Yeah.
of what
That
was
with
going
everybody.
on, it
Yeah.
was like early on, see him like literally stand up for me.
That was it.
It was it.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, the
Like,
It
beef.
was like
shit,
yeah,
yeah.
it was
Then it
like
came to
He
almost
ain't gonna let
like
nobody fuck with me.
it was like almost like that
There
was
you go,
a turn
Tip.
on.
It came
right?
back to the beef, Tip. There it was.
I ain't putting no games.
So
in
what
the
about
camera.
what about you, Tip? What made you say I'm committing to this woman?
Well, like I said in the, prior to me
Coming
speaking,
home,
like I said, it's just that the kind of woman that she was and the way she carried herself, and I just loved everything about it. I mean, and I told her I wanted to have my baby.
Ooh, immediately. So the way she was mothery, she felt motherly to you, like that Nate. That
No, I ain't gonna say that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say she was being a woman that I needed
Oh,
and wanted. So I mean, and with that being said, I had blinders on like a horse. I didn't see nothing. So
Stevie Wonder's your ass. Go Neek. Let me tell you what that was, Neek. That was a cootie cat. See how he said the beef jerky.
But we ain't gonna deny it, though. Y'all try
Nah,
to
we ain't
deny it.
gonna
We don't deny because y'all look at. Go ahead, but what's your next
That's
question?
initially.
Why don't you go in?
But that's where it starts, though.
part of it.
Because,
I
like,
know,
for real, though.
but not for-
All right, if the dick won't good, do you think you would have took it that far with him initially? 2 weeks in, you wouldn't have paid him that man like that.
Probably
Would you?
not.
No.
Yeah, see,
What I
you
I
either
think
Vicky.
that we as women don't be honest about sometimes
yeah.
is that when there is an issue in the bedroom,
They don't say it.
It
I
don't.
told Zay.
It causes
A big problem.
The opposite sex to want to cheat.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
and we're gonna get into this.
Why sit down and commit to somebody that you know you're gonna end up
And it's
cheating
not
on
satisfying.
because you're not being
Satisfied with,
satisfied?
yeah.
And that goes to, I don't know if that piggybacks off your next question or no. Was that
Yeah.
part of
All right,
your
so
question?
my next question was
to make sure we piggyback.
and this for both of y'all. How important is your mate's sexual appetite?
Yes. This since we're
It
on
don't
it.
matter who go first.
Whoever
but
go
we
first. How
both
is it
want y'all
important
to answer. Yeah.
It's important. It's very important. Because again, if you're not satisfying,
Yeah,
them,
you can't
that's
fulfill them.
one
Yeah.
reason why they're gonna step outside the marriage.
And
I ain't
people
gonna say
don't
that's
like
the
to hear that.
only reason.
No, but they don't like to hear
But that's
it.
one of the reasons, and I will contest, and I will be completely transparent. I won't always acknowledging that it was important. I was so passive at a point about his sexuality.
That's all you wanna
and-
talk about.
And yeah, because
yeah.
it was like Tip is very sexual.
Yes.
Like he is. And
I was the same
it was
way.
a point that I was
Still
like,
is.
I ain't care. But at the end of the day, I could sit back and say sometimes, is that why we went through what we went through? Because I won't. It was times I'd be like, boy, leave me alone.
But then you
Don't
say
touch
that,
me.
and women say, "Oh, you blame yourself for such a way." It's not blaming yourself.
Nope.
It's actually really looking out in the fucking mirror and
Yeah.
say, "If I left this relationship, could I honestly say that I've done everything
Exactly.
that was supposed to be done on my end?
Exactly.
To hell
Right.
with the men."
Do you
So what about you, Tip?
do you
What
hold on?
Oh,
Do
okay,
you
I'm
feel
sorry.
like he communicated that to you, or he made it known that, hey, my sexual appetite is high?
you're not handling it?
Oh, cause initially, I say with me and Vicky, when we first met, like we did it all the time. Every time I seen her, majority of the time, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We had sex every time
Then
I
we
seen
went
her.
flat.
So and then it was like that for a while. You know, then we've been married fucking 19 years almost. Then it went flat for a minute, but then it's back like a motherfucker. Know what I mean?
All right, so
Do you feel like he communicated
He
his needs to
communicated
you?
in the beginning,
Okay.
and in the beginning he had no complaints.
okay?
But then, it
That's
got
what
to
I mean,
a
like
point
late, yeah.
where it just fell off. And I could tell you exactly when that happened.
Okay,
It was after I had Ayani.
yeah, that's when it happens.
And he was just, he would tell me about it all the time.
so you were blatant with her.
Yeah, he
Like,
was
hey,
always honest.
See,
yeah.
But see, in that insight, I say a lot, and I'll let you get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
That women have to understand. Stop thinking that men are fucking joking when they say it.
Yeah.
Like he was blatant with you, but with Zay, he was like around the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know how you
Yeah,
do
she-
this sexting, but when you come home, you go to fucking sleep. Don't text me that shit, and you're not gonna do it. And then I'm like, it's a
Yeah.
brush off.
yeah.
And
Right?
she may feel like I didn't communicate
As
clear
blatantly.
enough or strongly enough. And I feel like, damn, I keep telling you this or saying this and that, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we needed to better communicate with our shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
So
that's-
what you say, Neek?
Oh,
And
it
I'm
was
sorry, babe. Were you
definitely-
done? I didn't mean to cut you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It was definitely, communication played a part.
Okay.
But I know when it turned south.
Mhm.
You know what
We
I'm
feel it.
saying? It was like this, I got this baby now and I'm tired all the time. Like I wasn't being attentive to his needs because my direction was to be attentive to
To the
her
baby.
needs.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know? And then from there it was almost like a spiral. It was just a spiral.
keeps-
and
it
it
tumbles
just spiraled into
Till nobody
this.
fixes it.
Now it's like he mad, and I'm just like whatever, and that's not. It's not good. It don't
Yeah.
end
It doesn't
well.
feel good.
It
and
don't feel
doesn't-
good
And
either.
once you realize it's like fuck that was, and most women, and I can tell you right now, you got women right now that'll be sitting right here listening to this shit right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he ain't got no fucking thought for you for being pregnant and all, because it could be 6 months after the fucking baby coming, we still in the same mode because half of us get on birth control or half of our emotions go.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that being said, like he communicated with you. We didn't want to hear it. We heard it, but didn't want to hear it because to us that ain't shit. It's not in importance
wasn't
because that's his
important.
happy.
Right.
So is that what you kind of saw, Tip, in that light? Like far as that, when we say like, did she kind of match your sexual appetite in the beginning, and then it kind of like,
Oh yeah. She
Okay.
definitely matched it in the beginning after them 2 weeks.
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
I finally got her ass.
Lord have mercy, me. Girl, them 2 weeks gonna go away. Yes, girl.
Hey, I could have been on all the Queen's men.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right
Hey.
now.
Back then.
Hey,
Oh,
But,
dancing up there.
Back then. But I'm
Tip
just saying.
goes some damn well.
I'm just saying. I'm keeping the 100.
I put in my work.
I'm just saying. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, everything was a go. Like my wife said, after
I
she
need
had
one
our
of these.
daughter, going out here, our daughter sleeping in our bed till she like 4.
Yes.
Till she like 4.
Yeah.
So
She
how
was older than 4. It was right before she
Yeah.
went to pre-K.
and I mean, I was
man.
pointing stuff out. I'm like, she got a whole room to herself with a $2,300 crib in it. She don't sleep in.
That was us.
Yeah,
Tip.
that was
I'm
us.
like, I want
That was
to
us.
get with you at night.
Yeah.
You want to put her on the side? No.
Yeah.
You still try to, but it just got to the point to where it was like I felt that you were just doing it to do it.
Oh.
When I did come for it, you just did it to do it. And it wasn't, I didn't feel the energy was the same.
Do you look at that as a sign of love? Is that some of your affection that's needed? That type of, and I know we say sex is important but it becomes deeper in a relationship of love. So did you felt like you were kind of like pushed in that to the
Oh,
side?
by all means.
Okay.
Yeah, by all means. Because like I said, I'm a very sexual dude.
Yeah.
Like she stated from when she met me.
Yeah.
And then for me to been in prison for 10 years, then I
You
come
already
home,
know.
I'm
Yes,
like,
I need a
she getting it in when I get out, but then to see a change, and I think I used to be a a-hole or ass, however you
Okay.
want to say it.
In what way?
It's like I just want it when I want it. I'm not taking her feelings in consideration.
Okay.
At times, I can own up to that now. But I mean, I wasn't, like she said, back then, there's a lot of things we didn't look at now because we were younger. And I see things differently now.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
communication a whole
Ooh,
lot
the
better. Get a better
communication.
understanding.
But you got to go through it to get to it. So it is
Exactly.
what it
Oh,
is.
Tip, that's
Exactly.
the
Can you
repeat
say that
shit?
again?
Yes,
Hey.
You got to
Lord.
go through it to get to it.
And
Hey.
Right.
what people don't realize in fucking, let's take marriage off the table
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of y'all motherfuckers are out here single and you want the
And you
shit.
want it.
But let me tell you something. The want and the work are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nobody no couple goals. I can walk around this house a million times and admire how beautiful y'all home is. I gotta say that shit because it's fucking beautiful.
Because it is.
But
Thank you.
it could be turmoil in this motherfucker. See what I mean? I ain't having no
House
sex.
still beautiful.
We ain't communicate, but the house is
But-
still on the hill.
Right. Right.
So a lot of these women don't understand, because I hear women all the time, oh, well, fuck that. If he do this, I'm out. If he do this, I'm get the fuck on then. Because in actuality, your ass gonna deal with something.
Yeah,
Pick your
you
something.
always gonna be jumping from person to person because
There's always gonna be something.
it's never be
so,
perfect.
So, Neek,
But
let
that
me
was
ask-
me.
That was you?
That was me.
That's when you said when you were younger, before
yeah, you just
before
cut them
Tip,
off,
right?
and
No,
then your brothers had to speak
that
to you.
was me.
How
Like,
long?
well, that was me younger, yes,
Yeah.
because I was like
Like you said.
I drop them like a hot.
Okay.
Like, next.
Uh-huh.
But that was also my mentality in my marriage. Like, I was that chick.
Me
I
too.
was like, oh, he cheat, I'm out. And it happened.
And
I
then-
was out, but guess what? I won't happy.
Yeah.
Like, I still missed him
Your
because he
person.
was my person.
That's your
Yeah.
person.
And I remember telling
Talk about
him
it.
that you were, I felt like at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and I can be honest, that I felt like at that time that, and I told him, I was like, I want your person, but you were mine. I thought that you were my end. Like, that was
Y'all.
going to be it. It won't going to be nobody else after
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm saying? And as I was speaking those words, and I think I told him in the very beginning of us kind of splitting up or whatever.
So y'all went through a split up.
Yeah,
No, we went through a divorce.
we went through a
Oh,
divorce.
see, I was married when. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so-
I never knew that.
Right,
I mean, of course I
so
wouldn't know that, but you know what I'm
we
saying.
went through.
Like, damn, you
I hope
like-
not,
No,
but
no,
I'm just
you
saying.
sleeping here? No, I mean,
Like,
when I
I
say never
asked-
knew that, I mean, this is my first, of course, like, you know, sitting down with our couple. So this is, and to see what you fucking built. Okay, so talk.
Yeah, I actually we actually divorced, like all the way divorced.
Signed paperwork.
Signed paperwork.
That was your
Was done.
saying, I'm done? Or was it both mutual?
I think it was mutual.
Okay.
I think it was mutual.
Okay.
I might have been the first one to kind of
Pushed it.
push it, but it was mutual.
Okay.
And at that time, or in that process in the beginning, I just remember thinking, you know, that dang, you know, I really thought this was my person.
Yeah.
I didn't see my
Look
life
past
outside
without
of that.
him.
So
Yes.
trying to kind of navigate a life without him being in it, you
Shit
know,
was weird.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you'll do your own thing.
Yeah, I was gonna do my own thing and try to be happy in it, right? So it was that point where it was almost like, yeah, the chain's off, I'm free, I could go out here
But
and do
that
what I
free
want to
was
do.
what?
But in reality, it was like, okay,
I want
you
my
know,
man,
I
goddamn it.
missed my plus one. That was
Yeah.
my plus
I miss my
one.
person.
Like,
Into everything.
that's yeah, like you
God
know,
damn, nigga,
Yeah.
come here. Bring that dick here.
Gonna be my first one. I'm comfortable with
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
flaws and alls.
Yeah.
Like he loves me, flaws and alls, and
Yeah.
now you trying to
Unconditional.
go to another person and
gotta
you
get to know
gotta.
you.
She don't get that. She can't have that.
You
Fuck
gotta
that.
navigate and get to that comfortable spot that I was already comfortable
Already
in.
in.
So how
Yeah.
long was the divorce period before we?
That
Not
break.
quite 2 years.
What?
It didn't make it to 2 years.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it didn't make it 2 years.
That's beautiful.
It was about a year and maybe
Or 8 months.
A year, 8 months.
Okay.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. Damn,
about a year and 6 months.
Oh.
that's beautiful. Do you? That's
Or
how you
7
see a
months.
tip. So how did you feel doing that? Like that? Did you? Was it a time where you're like, fuck?
Yeah, when she initially was like, "Hey, I can't do
Was
this
that a
no more."
reality setting, or was you kind of in that same position? Like, okay, cool.
Well, for me, and I'm
know?
gonna keep it 100. I mean, cause her version is always the best. Me being a guy, I'm gonna keep it real.
See,
the
it's your
guys that
version.
can, the
Yeah,
guys
it's
can follow.
simplified. It
When us guys go through that, we like fuck it. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna
yeah.
do. I ain't married no more.
Yeah,
gonna
I'm do
mess with
whatever
this
I want
broad,
as
that
much as I
broad,
want.
I'm
and
free.
I'm just. But at the end of the day, I said that.
But you
Yeah.
really
I did meet someone
Yes.
and was with them for a minute.
Okay.
That shit didn't work out. But the whole time I was with them people, I was thinking about her.
think about her. Oh, let me tell you some wild shit.
Oh, go. Let him finish his.
All right, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just crazy to where you can be with someone else, but if your heart
Oh, I heard.
is
that.
not really there, that shit ain't gonna work
It
out.
ain't gonna work.
I don't care how it's painted, how the plate is made, how good this food smell. It's not gonna work out.
And the other person's going to feel it. They're going to know
Yeah.
where your heart is, and especially a woman. I'm talking from a woman's fucking
yeah,
standpoint.
but the thing of it is, for a lot of people that do know us, that's on your pod, because
Okay.
I know a lot of questions I get. Some people scared to ask me. Some people will ask me. That's close to
your
my family.
fucking business.
They like, when I have my wife sitting right next to me, they thinking because the situation that I had before I got back with my wife that I've been talking to my wife the whole entire time, and it was nothing like that.
Ooh.
She was there for me when I reached out to her with the situation I had going on with the other female.
No.
So when I told her I needed her, she was there.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe that
And
you
then-
were that strong?
And then when I actually went and sat down and spoke with her and talked to her about everything that I did wrong in our marriage and manned up, she was woman enough to forgive me. And then from there, we said we would work things out.
We'll work it out.
Oh, so
was it hard to come clean about everything?
no, not even that. Like, how, okay,
Go-
so
go-
that,
no, no.
go clean to. So was it hard? Because I'm trying to put myself in this position. Been married to my husband for a long time, went through shit too. So I'm trying to figure out. So then, did you have to tell the person that you were with that I'm going back home, or this is not for me, or was okay?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm a straight up dude. The person I am, I don't just tell people shit to blow smoke with their ass.
Yes.
I tell them what it is.
What
I
it
told her
is.
this is what it was. I say, I'm going back to get my wife.
Damn right.
And I told her so it don't be no secret. The streets talk. I am who I am in this town. It is what it is.
And I don't
is what
care
it
about
is.
what you
So
think.
when it came to you,
I was
you
okay
already
with it.
knew.
You already knew.
So you
Yep.
can play to them people like you didn't know.
I was straight up.
But I already told her what it was.
Beautiful
Gonna get
thing.
my motherfucking wife.
Okay, so
And
let's,
I did say it that way. I'm going to get my wife
motherfucking
back.
wife.
my wife back.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I believe this a lot. I tell people all the time about these divorces and these relationships. And there's certain shit you can't stay in. I understand. I always tell these women, if a motherfucker dragging you up and down the
putting
street,
hands
putting
on you
hands on
and
you,
shit,
verbally
like,
abusing
you
you,
ain't
shit
gotta
like
tolerate
that,
that
don't
shit.
tolerate that shit because that shit can go deadly. But cheating is also mental abuse.
Yeah.
And I say that a lot.
deep.
It's very, very deep. But the thing about it is, it's that nobody is perfect. And a lot of times you have to look at God and say, and you have to listen to him to say, I might shake up your shit, but you asked me to, and you don't even know that you asked me to. Then when I do it, you don't like it.
How I do it.
So God says, if I was to show you that you had to go through this to get to where you at, would you have chose it? Fuck no. No, nigga, I don't want you cheating. I don't want to. But
Exactly.
if you have to, and what I say, Neek, as women, and our men are sitting here, and I'm talking to fucking women, that sometimes we have to look at our men background. See, we just want the physical. Oh, he looked good, or he got a job, or he got a. No, I need to see where you come from, because maybe you didn't have something that showed you or molded you. And we talk about that, though, baby. Or sometimes you could have been molded and the shit was wrong. A brother taught you wrong. A father taught you wrong. A mother wasn't nurturing.
Shit could have been normalized. That was
when I saw
fucked
Zay,
up.
I had to see him. And I had to say, okay, God says, you know what, Vicky, I'm going to put you through this shit. You in the crossfire. But I have to get your husband in a position that he can be the husband that you asked me for. But you ain't going to like the shit.
like,
but
we
I have
gonna
to
go
give
through
it to it so hard.
Right.
And you're going to feel like it's about you.
Yeah, because it got to hit hard to get him
Do
right.
you feel like that, Neek? That in a sense of what they put our husbands through for us to get it? Because a lot of bitches don't understand this. But to put us through it and to say, you know what? You made me understand that I know my sexuality again. I know what it fucking feels like to be sexy. I know what it's like to nurture my husband. I know what it's like to rub his fucking back when he's tired and he don't have to ask for it. I know how to listen without having to respond every time he talks. So this to me is
It's fucking beautiful. Yeah.
I wouldn't take this shit for granted. I wouldn't take it lightly, because those children you have, whether the ones you see or don't, you are able to say, and then this is what I told my husband, you know, and looking at our children that's 23 and 19, when I went through what I went through, even when they were, you know, not even younger, but enough to understand, I'm not hiding my life from y'all, because a lot of times your kids is your confidant. Most people be like, I ain't putting my kids involved. Yeah, that is true. But when you doing this fake bubblegum ass household, you ain't teaching them shit.
Right.
So what y'all taught is love. And I really come in that shit. And we don't never give nobody no fucking names and no credit. Fuck them hoes and them niggas. You know, y'all don't get no credit on fucking Be Honest podcast.
Not at all.
I said they really don't. All right. So let me ask y'all a question. What is the idea of being in love mean to you? What's the idea? Because everybody got this fucking fake ass facade. Oh, we go on trips. Because they look at y'all travel a lot.
Yeah, we
oh, it's
travel.
couple goals. But what is your idea of love, Tip? Like,
For me, just her
For
being
you.
the woman that she is and being there for me and loving me. I mean,
yes.
that's what she give me. So it is what it is. For me,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak to another dude, his situation, but I'm talking about
Yeah, but that was.
So what's your
that should
love?
make
What's
you
your
feel.
type of love? It's not hard. It's hard, but it's not hard. But it's kind of like, what the fuck
It's
is
not
my type of
hard.
love?
What's your love language? Like, what you like that she provide for you?
Yes, that's what I meant. What's your
okay,
love
because
language?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Like,
But,
what's my love?
Well, she provide the warmth and security that I need.
Beautiful.
Because for me, the type of person that I am, before I met her, like I say, I'm going back a little bit. When I met her, she's the type of woman that I cannot run over her, and she let me do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Before
She had to
her,
be strong.
I had a lot of females in my life before her that allowed me just to be
Do
tiptoe.
anything.
When I was out in the street doing what I do, yeah, I paid bills. I gave them a little bit of cash,
And they tolerated all your bullshit.
It was whatever.
Yeah.
That wasn't molding me into the man I need to be.
Yeah, I feel
You
the
know,
same way.
so, and I always the type that once I found somebody to latch onto me and love me and show me the love, I'm going to stick it out. Because if I wasn't in a marriage with my wife, I could be back in prison. I could be hanging out all night at the after hour spots.
You focus.
That's not
That's
what I
where
want
you
for
want to be.
myself.
Yeah. Yep.
So I need my wife.
Yeah, I feel the same way because I'll be reckless and unfocused.
And then for me, you know, by I'm married, I don't know, I'm moving ahead.
No, you're
I'm
good.
moving
Go ahead.
ahead,
Keep
but
talking.
I don't really, for me, I don't really want to hang out with dudes that's not married.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because that causes a problem. Not for me because I'm grown. I make, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
I make
good.
my own decisions,
But
yeah.
what I'm saying is, you know, I don't, dudes that, even whether they family, friends, or whatever,
Speak on it.
they tend to put you in a situation unbeknownst to, like, say, I use my cousin for example. He got plenty of bras, but I'm still my own man. I can go anywhere with him. I'm not messing with nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't put me in an uncomfortable position where
Yeah.
I got to really for real. Look, go ahead, Sean. I ain't with all that for somebody else to see something
And get the wrong idea and, then start some shit in my piece.
I want to stay with people that's married.
The respect of it.
You know, I'm going somewhere in my life. It's just like, I'm a businessman now. I want
Exactly.
to deal with business-minded people. I'm not going to keep dealing with the dudes that I
Amen.
grew up with.
On that
4
same
or 5
bullshit.
that's still
Yeah,
out
on that
there.
They don't
same
have nothing to
bullshit.
offer you. You ain't got nothing to offer me.
Can I get a couple hours?
No.
Yeah,
No,
I'm grown.
And then you in a space right now, Tip, where you travel.
Yeah.
So you know you got to be with couples who's ready. Let's
Yeah.
go when you
I'm
can.
52. Like I'm a grown ass man. Like I feel like I ain't gonna get no grown up.
So how do you feel, Zay, in that same light, like Tip? Like he feels like I just can't be with certain people in certain. Not that I'm going to do what you do, but does it feed off of your like? How does
I say just like past mistakes I made. I don't want to repeat.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm grown. I'm not gonna get no growner. I know exactly what I want.
Yes.
I know who bring me peace. I know I value you. Know what I mean, who I'm with. Know what I mean, I've been without you for a short spurt, and I ain't like this shit.
No, that's right.
Fuck no. So I
Cootie cat. No,
yeah, it's part of it. I ain't gonna lie. And listen, I ain't gonna bullshit it. Yeah, that pussy good, and I was like, yeah, this it.
Yeah.
This it. She different. In every way, she made me feel different. She treated me the best out everybody I ever been with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She made me feel a way better than anybody.
But you know, also Zay, you told me too. You said being an alpha male and listen to Tip. He's an alpha male. He's very firm, very strong. What he wants, very alpha.
Let me get on it.
And like Zay says, I couldn't be with a woman who wasn't as strong as you.
Yeah,
She wouldn't be able to handle
just like you
me.
said, I would have should have let me keep doing whoever you were. You would have let me keep doing me, and I would have kept doing me. Like she made me want to be better in so many different ways.
And I noticed that when I met her.
So many different ways. She made me want to be better. She wanted to make me. I wanted to make more money. I want to be faithful to her, monogamous. You know, I don't want to hurt her. You know, and I had to grow to that shit.
And I got these changes coming out the gate.
Yeah.
But when I met her, it was just like the path that I was on. At the end of the day, I'm already going to change my life. Because I know what the people told me when I was in court.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm like, I can't go back to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like women. I don't want to be with no men.
Exactly.
And then, like I said, when I met her, it was just like, God put me in the right place at the right time.
I love that word.
Yeah.
The word God is just because if you're not God fearing, and I'm telling women right now as we're going through this, and we're gonna take an intermission and have you guys do a couple card game real quick. Okay. But what I'm saying is, what women has to understand is we gotta stop asking God for the bullshit. I need my man to be God fearing. That means if you are afraid of God, you afraid to disrespect any fucking thing that God gives you. And if you feel like that I'm a blessing to you, that means if you disrespect Him without being obedient,
and
I don't. You get what I'm saying? I need you to be
that's
God
the thing.
fearing.
Like I think in my life, once I really start to become obedient to God, like shit just come like easy.
Yeah.
Like it ain't just money.
It's
Money
like
part of it, but like everything, anything I want to do, I feel like God all over it. So he gonna make it work.
Let me share this with you real quick. I danced with the devil so long he finally stepped on my feet. And when he did that,
Come on,
I stepped away and I started following God's path.
Let me take this shot.
And it's been open gates ever since then. It's
I
been
can't
nothing
do it
but a
my
blessing.
way. I can't do it my way.
Right?
Nothing but blessings.
Nothing but
Yes.
blessings. And what I
Amen.
want these men to understand is, if you are in love with a person and you
Ain't shit
living
wrong
with
with
them
that.
and y'all got a home and you
You
are having
building.
a double life and you doing this, I want to let these guys know that you are fucking insecure. And they hate when I say that. But I'm telling you, because a secure man
I'll
ain't
tell
gotta
you what
lie.
it is. He'll tell you
They
what
gonna
it
tell
is.
you what
Like,
it
yeah, I
is.
got other women.
I'm gonna tell you what I need.
I'm doing this. I'm doing
but
that.
those of you who's playing these games, it's mental.
Yeah.
And you're fucking your person up and you don't even know it.
Yes.
And I don't give a fuck if you're a woman or a man because it ain't all men.
Yeah,
Right.
both sides.
It's both sides, okay? But I think, honestly, before we jump into the intermission, and we got a few more after the intermission that we're going to talk about, but I really want to say that I appreciate the honesty when it comes to the triumphs. And
That's
like
what
I
they
said,
need to
we don't
know.
put
That's what they
nobody
need to
in
hear.
forefront, but the fucking triumphs is what people need to understand because everybody with
Gonna go
these
through 'em.
fake ass relationships, I look at these city girls, I look at the Meg Thee Stallions, I look at all these things that are young girls because your daughter's 9th grade now. Sons are grown, but the daughters are older. And I tell my daughter all the time, they can rap and sing and shake their ass and dance. Love is something that we all ultimately need and want. You can bullshit it all you want.
All you want.
Nothing's gonna be perfect.
Nope.
Yeah, so that's that. All right, y'all. So we're gonna play a quick intermission with y'all too, real quick. Y'all want a shot again? Cause I didn't take me a fucking shot, okay? Cause the shit about to get fun now, y'all. We done got into the what you drinking? You switching from brown to white.
I'm from Hawaii.
Oh, okay. I just had me one, Neek. You know what I'm saying?
saw.
You saw me.
I saw
Cause
you.
I had to get up into this. You know what I'm saying? Love it. See, baby, I'm in love with this island. See, you can't get us on the
I
podcast.
keep it the same. I keep
and
it the
somebody
same.
damn
Yeah,
hot.
yeah, I'm getting saying
Yeah.
that.
What you had,
Keep it the
Hennessy?
same.
Yeah, we doing the Henny.
Lord have mercy, girl. I'm gonna be in a butterfly
I
later.
should left my line
You know,
there.
get folded
You heard
up
us?
a
I'm gonna be in
little
a
something
butterfly
later.
later.
Get folded a little something up later.
Uh-oh.
See why not?
Butterfly. Maybe I'll give me a little bit more of this. Shut up, Neek. I ain't driving. We podcasting, damn. It's Sunday now.
It's Sunday.
I work for self now. I wake up tomorrow. But look, we do got a fucking 8-year-old. Means they be forgetting sometimes to get up in the morning. Like, shit, now.
Like, boo, you set your alarm.
You got your
Shit.
alarm. We be late as a motherfucker. I said, see, we couldn't be no older having no goddamn more children. You know what I'm saying? We be forgetting. All right, y'all. So we're going to give y'all, you pluck one each. We're going to do 4 questions.
Okay.
And you just have to answer honestly. Okay.
Okay.
So whoever want to go first. And we're playing, guys. This is Tonight's Conversation by Ace Metaphor.
This for you guys.
This for us.
I was just
Okay.
trying to slide them over.
Y'all just
for
slide
you.
in the middle
I'll
because
go
y'all
first.
two. It means they probably can pluck one too to make the game.
Hey,
but
let's do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
all right,
All right,
okay.
so everybody pluck a card. Then we
All right, so who want to go first? How we want to
You
start?
go first.
I go first?
Uh-huh,
Oh,
yeah.
And we
shit.
just pass it around.
Move it on down. All right, Zay.
Oh, shit. All right. my question is, if you could heal a pain inside of me, which would it be? Okay, so this is my question for you. All right, go ahead. If you could heal a pain inside of me, which would it be and why?
If I could heal a pain inside of you, it would be to take away anything in your, past or upbringing or anything in your life that you felt guilty for or didn't understand to try to grow as a man. I would take that away from you. If I
That was
could.
my question.
Thank you.
I would take that away from you because we all got to understand that we are not our surroundings. Of course, we are part of our bloodline because that's just how it is. You can't take away who you are and what you've raised and what came up in your life. And not saying things are all bad, but I would take a part of that from you,
Okay.
if not all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Thank you.
Girl, I'm sweet as a mother.
That's hard.
Okay. My question is, what's your favorite part of our sex life?
Ooh.
Okay, Tip.
Are we going to X-rate it?
Yeah, fucking be honest. Fucking be honest. Fucking be honest.
Be honest.
I tell you mine. I love the head.
Zay, it's not your turn.
That was my question.
God,
I just love the head that much.
Let him answer it.
I love it though, girl.
I want to
Go
hear
ahead.
that too. Okay.
Love
All
it.
right, Tip. What
So
is
what's
it
your
now?
favorite part?
What's the question again?
What's your favorite part of our sex life?
From the back.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Tip, your turn.
What has loving me taught you about yourself?
Ooh,
Good one.
That's deep.
that's
a
really
good one.
about yourself, though. That's beautiful.
What has taught me about myself? To never say never.
Ooh. Fuck, that was good and quick, bitch. How you get that in
Yeah.
there? You must be honest, too.
I had a lot of never, what I ain't, I had a lot of that. And I feel like loving you taught me that everything that I said that I ain't gonna say everything because it wasn't everything,
Yeah.
but some parts of
Certain
me
parts of it
that
was good.
was like never.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
yeah.
And that
God
was
was like, ha ha,
ha ha. Like
Yeah.
jokes on me, yeah, whatever.
jokes on you.
Yeah.
Because now you have. the things that you said you never would accept.
True.
You accept
yes,
it.
you know, and you know, if you listen, like Beyonce had that in the song. Somebody gotta understand that shit was a she was reinventing her life as a woman. And I keep using that as an example. We only know what they put out.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I'm going back reference to that, because in her song, she said that, like, you know, that promises can sometimes not be. I promised that I would never, but then here I am.
Yeah.
And you only as a fucking adult woman in a fucking adult relationship understood exactly
What she was talking
what the
about.
fuck that meant.
That's true.
Okay. So that's a good one, Beach. Let me see. Let me get mine. Let me see how quick Zay is on the draw.
Hit me.
What do you remember most about our first date?
Our first date.
Oh my God.
Shit, I don't even remember our fucking first date.
Our first, was it a date? We were so
Was it a
young, but
date?
you got the first time we.
Okay, all right. This won't a date. All right, so I seen her. I saw her, got her number. So got her number and shit. So I tried to come see her that night.
You did. You
So
came the next-
let me run it back. Okay, so brand
came-
new bread. Goddamn, I come over there. I mean, slang one of my people some weed, some shit, right? So I see her. She's a crowd of people. She was out there, bitch, about to fight. Like she was about to boost some ass.
What?
I mean, it's a group of people out there,
Whatever,
motherfucker.
Neek.
So I pull up, handle my people business in another room, another apartment. So I see her. We looking at each other and shit. So I go in, handle my business, walk back out. We still eyeing each other. One of my homeboys walk up, dap me up and shit. She had a cordless phone in her hand. It was before like really cell phones really.
That's how
Something
long ago
like
it
that.
was.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I like shit. As you see that girl with the phone in her hand, I said, give her my phone number, tell her call me right now. Right? So I'll go back to my car. So he walk over there and give her my phone number, dial the number. You know what I mean? So I get on the phone with her. So she like, hey. I was like, hey, this me. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, what you doing later? Like, I'm trying to come see her immediately.
That's how
Like,
he
first
was.
thing out of my
He
motherfucking
thought,
mouth.
like, you
I was
know,
like,
he
hey,
just got
what
on
you
the
doing later?
fence.
I'm trying to come see you, right? So did I come that night?
You came the next night.
I came the next night, right?
Okay.
Came the next
Oh,
night.
we knew what we
I'm trying to
wanted.
fuck, yeah. She was on her period, so I couldn't. But I
Get in the
would.
shower.
Goddamn, came over there, fell asleep
My
over that
first
motherfucker
time.
all night.
Oh.
Never, like, I ain't know her like that. Had money in my pocket. Went over that bitch. I mean, we
Neek
kicked it for a
fell
little bit.
asleep, bitch.
Fell asleep, slept all goddamn night.
All fucking night.
At the foot of her bed. Clothes on, sleep. Woke up next morning. Like, the fuck, I didn't fall asleep over this motherfucker. Slept the whole
But
goddamn
what you
night.
say recently about that when you said
Yeah.
because we talked about it again, you said you know what it was?
It was peace and
I
comfort.
was always your peace.
Yeah.
Is what you said.
Yeah, I never like fell asleep. I got up and went home. Like I don't trust this girl like that. Goddamn man, fell asleep.
And Nick, I'm on the
Snooze.
phone with my girls, girl. Should I go
Yeah.
downstairs? I'm like, bitch, this nigga done came over here. You know
Yeah,
how we
fell
talk
asleep.
and
Ain't-
fell
ain't
asleep in
do
my
nothing.
goddamn house.
Ain't
Here.
do nothing.
First
Then the
nigga
next
done-
time I went
That's
over there,
crazy.
yeah, I did hit.
Yeah, because I wanted to fucking
Once she was clear, I said, man, I ain't come back over that motherfucker. That
I
shit
saw him in high
over
school.
with.
I
Shit
know that's
finished.
right.
Don't
You know?
give you a little day or two afterwards, then I'll be back on that motherfucker.
So that was a really, really good question. All right, so I want to ask y'all real quick. We were making fun. Did you have any more questions on your note
No,
card?
I think
You
I
good?
answered all mine,
The
so-
person. Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun with this. So tell me, y'all, and Neek or Tip, y'all can go first. Either one of y'all. This shit is funny. Okay. What was the most funniest, if you could think of one, or embarrassing thing that may have happened during sex? If y'all can, if you ever had one, God knows I got one.
Oh
Jesus
shit, Vicky
Christ!
got one. What the fuck?
If I'm the only one with one, then this is a fucking mess. I'm gonna tell you that. You got one too.
Embarrassing.
Oh, it's like if it's something to make you be like, what was that? Or what? Y'all
All right, let me give you mine first.
Not that I
Let me give you
think
mine
of.
first. Okay, so
Let
me
Zay
and
go
Vicky,
first.
we just date. I mean, it's early on. She's still living with her parents. I'm still living with my parents.
this shit.
Got that her mama gone. So I'm at her house in her room. I'm eating her pussy. Got that her mama come home, bust in the room. I'm under the covers eating her pussy. Right?
Oh.
Her mama come in the room. I just freeze. My legs.
Tip,
I'm like invisible.
but I'm
my
eating her pussy.
God.
My legs out the covers and shit. I just
like a goddamn,
froze.
like a game boy. I'm like,
I didn't stick my head from about that motherfucking night. I froze on her ass.
hey girl, you would
some of the
thought
funniest shit.
you would have thought it was some other fucking video game. I was like, she can't see you, nigga. What the fuck? So that was the most.
Oh my
it
God.
was the most funniest, embarrassing thing. As far as like my mom, because then I'm like, fuck, now I gotta go get dressed. She supposed to be at work. I gotta face my mama in the kitchen. But the great thing about that is my mother is a woman, and I'm grown. I'm not 12, you know what I'm saying? But it still was having to go in the kitchen. You don't want your mama to know you can eat. But she's a mother, and she has fucking 4 kids. So she's like, I know. Don't be in my fucking house. You get your own goddamn house. Right. But it still was like, and she laughed. She thought it was the funniest thing. And that's why I said you got to be real with your kids because you're not doing anything wrong. Now, you maybe get the fuck out. Now you're grown now, going on. But other than that, that was it. Okay, so y'all want to hear mine. I don't give a fuck. Just fucking be honest. I don't give a fuck. This shit right here. I never thought that this would ever happen to me. Okay, so. And what's crazy is because it's always oral. So it's what the fuck is wrong with us? Anyway, so we're doing the do, and Zay's down there, and I'm laying back, and he gives me the blunt.
Yeah.
Of
so
course.
yeah, I like boo. Smoke. I said I'm gonna give you some head while you smoke. Know what I mean, you smoke blunt, I'm just give you some head. Know what I mean, you lay back, enjoy. Lit the blunt for it. Know what I mean, go ahead, boo.
So let me tell you. So he lit the blunt for me. Of course, it's a new blunt. It ain't like he's already been smoking it and it's good. It's already in the motion. So I'm kind of just starting it. Okay. Yeah. And I coughed. And you already know the rest. I was like,
I'm getting busy.
Did I just fucking poot in my husband's face?
I'm trying to eat some pussy. She got nerve. She coughed.
Neek, but listen, but I coughed
she
because...
hit the blunt. The blunt made her cough.
But even though that's my husband, it still was like, no, the fuck, I did not just do. But we laughed so hard because thank God I changed the way I eat.
Yeah, you know and I mean, she eat clean. You eat good, no smell.
Yeah, so but it still wasn't.
I mean,
but listen.
So you're in the air, blew across your face.
Yes.
I ain't had no choice.
Well, at least it was air, won't shit. Fuck it, you good.
But still, but Neek, you know, as a woman, it's still. But I thought that was.
We laughed so fucking hard.
And the thing is, as we talk about this, whether it's funny or not, it's fucked up. Y'all ain't got no funny stories. Y'all ain't shit. It's all good.
I can't think of one.
Perfect sex, no laughing in their sex. Okay, it's all right.
I wouldn't say that.
But y'all ain't had no mishaps.
I mean,
that make you be like, what the fuck?
Unless you just the pussy make a whole bunch of air.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
That's normal. I mean, outside of that, nah.
Outside of that, y'all good. It means they must be simple because that was. I mean, I laid there, y'all. Too much information. I don't give a fuck. I was like, what the fuck did you say? But we laughed so hard.
It won't even know nothing bad.
It wasn't even
bad.
So fucking
funny.
It was so
funny.
But what I told Zay is, and I'm telling y'all, this is what it is. Fucking be honest. You can't expect to do anal and it don't come out easy. Neek like, Mom, do not listen to this podcast. Listen. But I'm gonna tell y'all, in your own life, and I tell my females and my males, is the beautiful thing about, it ain't just all about sex is a big part of it, especially for our men. And men have talked about that. We've talked about love, life, marriage, the kids, going through triumph, all that good shit. But what I will say is, it is a beautiful thing to know your partner inside and out.
Yeah.
Like, you know how we wash clothes and we don't want our shit to get faded? We fold that shit inside, we wash it inside and out, we take care of it, we give it value. So you have to also put value on your person.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass you. You ain't going out in no wrinkled ass clothes. If you go into a club, don't wrinkle your relationship up. That's how I look at it. And you grown and you can. So it's like, I understand Zay's sexual appetite. You understand Tip's sexual appetite and vice versa, because men learn off women on what we like, and they do what they do because they're good at what they do. But they also have to figure out, well, this is what my partner likes.
Yeah.
Or this is what
provide it.
I gotta provide it because it's important. So I used to look at Zay, y'all, and I tell you no lie, he would tell me things about, sex, and this is what we talk about because it's big in a relationship. Because some people be like, who the fuck talks about, women don't like
communication.
Talk about it. It's more because intimacy is big for me now, and now that I'm an adult, I understand it. No, I don't want you to just come on and whip your penis out and put it in. I need you to understand that you need to caress me. You need to buy me flowers from time to time. You need to and verse, I need to give you what you want. It ain't no motherfucking one-sided, because a lot of females.
Yeah, it ain't no just come over here, bend over.
A man don't want to.
And
a woman get tired of that. And the woman wants you to look clean and clean your ass and dress nice
and
cut your hair, because I don't want no man that don't no other woman want. Let's get that fucking right. Yeah, I'm that type of woman. Most women may not be, but I want an attractive man. I'm an attractive woman.
Sure is.
So therefore, I want. You see what I mean? But I want, like, you know your man look good when he go out. He got his fucking designer on. He drives his car. He runs his business. Yes, bitch, look at my man. You can even say he's
custom
good
jewelry
looking.
getting
But
made.
it's up to 10%. Girl, don't stop him.
Don't boost
Don't
that
boost
head.
that head. Already boosted, y'all. But it's crazy because I love that my man fucking looks good. I love that a woman compliments him and vice versa.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
we just gotta be untouchable with the shit.
that's more sexy than anything in the fucking world. When a woman knows that
You
you're
want to fuck me,
desirable,
but you can't.
but
I know you want to, but you can't.
But you can't.
Yeah.
You had to fuck us both.
Exactly.
And
You had to fuck us
and
both.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you something about that.
I ain't bullshit.
I'm very goddamn.
I told her that. I said, boo. I said, but I would never cheat on you again. Ever.
It'd be,
I said,
it'd
I
be
would
you
never
to
cheat
have
on
to
you
pick
again.
a hole.
I said, yeah, you pick the dick. If it's dead, I said, if you want to fuck me, you gotta fuck us both.
But a lot of
I would
women,
never
and let's
cheat
be
again.
honest, a lot of fucking women, let's talk about it. They are very, very tight knit on that. And
Yeah.
let me tell you what I get on both sides. I get if a man want to have a threesome, he does. I'm just talking about what I hear. I do the podcast. He doesn't respect you, and you're not enough.
That ain't
That's
the
false.
case. Yeah.
And I'm gonna just say that because every person is different.
Different. Yeah.
Oh, if he wants to do that, he never wanted you in the first place. That's false.
Yeah.
Because you got women, you got some men who ain't with it, and you got women who
Women
are.
that are with it. Yeah.
And it's some women who's that's their sexuality. Some women be like, "Oh no, I'm too territorial."
Yeah. And
But you got to think too.
understand
So
that.
you got some women who say, "No, I wouldn't do that because he ain't gonna do nothing." But what if he want to fuck her without me? Then that's his character.
Yeah. And then that
Then
trust
you got
gotta
to know
be there
what.
for you even do some type shit
what
like
that
that.
problem is, you don't know what you have.
Yeah.
His character fucks, so he will fuck with you and without you. It ain't got nothing to do with having no threesome.
Yeah.
It got something to do with the man
The
and
man.
the
Yeah.
character.
Exactly.
So that's what a woman have to understand. I don't knock nobody's room. I don't knock what nobody want to do because sometimes that shit can be fun and exciting, and it is what you choose
it's
to
what
do.
you- yeah.
And I want people to stop acting like children.
Yeah.
And I mean stop judging.
Yeah.
Because when we get down to that, it's always now, and this is what I tell people out there right now. If it's something that you guys willing to want to do, think about, want to have fun, and if that's your fun, that's your fucking fun.
Yeah.
And nobody, and if it ain't, it ain't.
It ain't.
That's your
Y'all decide
life.
what your
You
marriage
decide
is. Me
your
and her
marriage.
decide. Yeah,
you
exactly.
decide your marriage and what you want, because a lot of times women are way more sexual than men in certain areas.
Yeah.
And most women don't like it because they got to think too.
They don't want that man looking at them
A
different
lot
and
of
shit.
women too are in a stage of you don't really fully trust your partner. One. Secondly, you're insecure with your body. So it's a lot of things that would make you be like,
That
so
hinder
then you
shit.
judge the people who do it, and your man is doing it without you. And I don't have to do it with Zay to keep him. I'm not doing it. If I
Yeah.
feel like that's the case and I'm not fucking doing it, I don't want to do it. It got to be something I'd be like, yes, I want to. But you think I give a fuck with what they think?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think, and let's talk about not threesomes, because you got people who's like, I ain't with that shit. Men be
Yeah,
like, no, I don't
and
want
that's
nobody else touching
fine.
my woman, whether it's a woman
Exactly.
or a man.
Yeah.
And you got some men be like, yeah, baby, let's do it, because we are heightened. So my thing is, choose your what? Your shit.
Yeah. You decide.
You decide your shit. If we living for anybody else, that means, first of all, your bedroom is your bedroom. And if you talking
Exactly.
about that, then that's a problem already.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, because everything ain't for your girlfriends.
Facts.
Everything ain't for your fucking mother. Everything ain't for your sister. Certain things is you and your man.
Yeah.
And if what you agree on, you agree on. And a lot of times, motherfuckers out here happy go lucky. Marriage is the best thing. They do a threesome once every year, every two. That's their life.
That's their shit.
And some of them never do it, and they satisfied with each
Exactly.
other. So take your shit and what your shit
Yeah.
is. Because and like Zay said, like for me, and I'm very honest, that's been one of my fantasies. He ain't never come to me with that.
But it was mine since I've been born.
See what I
don't
mean?
know.
But that's what it is. But it's the thing is too, when you're rebuilding your life with you and your spouse in your life, sometimes certain things are sacred. And I get that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, I really do
We
fucking
appreciate y'all,
appreciate
ain't
this
it?
fucking honesty.
Better say it.
You know, the life that
Fucking
y'all
be
are living
honest,
right now,
ain't it?
because like me and Neek said, a lot of y'all women, I'm gonna have to look in the camera at this. I don't know what camera I'm looking at, baby. Is it this one? I think it's this one here. I'm gonna
that
tell you
one.
guys as plain as simple as I can say this. Sometimes the shit will be the most detrimental shit. It can be a person going into your bank account and stealing all your money out and buying property you don't know about. It could be that they have stepped out. It can be that they don't know how to talk and spend time with their children. It could be that they verbally. It could be whatever the case may be, and then
Substance
you
abuse, all
find
kind of shit
that you get better after the storm.
that you never thought you'll see.
You ever seen the worst storm ever hit us?
Just
and
like
the
you
next
say,
day
never
it's
say
like
never.
this? And you
That's why you
thank
said never
God,
say
like
never.
thank God the wind ain't blowing like it was yesterday, blowing my pots all over the floor. I'm being honest here now. I like pots and my plants.
I
and
thought
shit,
at the point it
okay?
won't no get back. I was like,
It
oh,
throw
shit.
my tip, it throw my shit all over, right? But then
Yeah.
you appreciate this shit and you understand it. Like I can remember watching the video with Beyonce and Jay-Z, and it was saying castles, and in the video he was kissing her feet. He was holding her feet close to his face in the video. If y'all haven't watched it, watch it because it's a meaning behind it. And I told Zay, and I heard people, I'm a comment reader because of the podcast, not because I care about, but I'm listening to the ignorance of people. And if you haven't experienced
You
the
won't know.
love
You
of
won't- you
that
ain't got no
type of
clue.
fucking value of what
Intimacy.
he feel,
Yeah.
he could have
How
lost
much he love that woman?
his woman,
Yeah.
and he know it. So him holding her feet as she laid there and his eyes closed. Look at the video.
Yeah.
What I get from that is if you have not experienced that love, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, he adore her now.
He adores. And regardless of what the fuck they may go through after this, who knows and who cares? You got to understand that certain levels of love, like my husband asked me, if I was asked to marry you all over again, I told you this, would you? And I said, the man you are now. But God didn't intended it to be that way, but I would marry the man you are now.
Yeah.
Because the man you are now is what I've always saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I ain't fucking see
That
it.
means you have to stick around, right, Tip? I'm telling you, not that you got to take bullshit because look at what you did. All right, go your way, nigga. I go my way. We
Yes.
divorce and we come back. But
Man,
what we
brought
don't
it right
understand
back.
is we're
Yep.
two grown motherfuckers who brought kids in this motherfucking world. We love each other enough to do that. I ain't talking about the ones who out here just fucking and you careless. You need to grow up. I'm talking about the ones who've been through life. Y'all understood that we can't be worldly because that world is shit.
Yeah, it's gonna put us against each other.
God is a Holy Spirit. He ain't nothing walking around here like us. This shit is flesh. I do dead people. And when I do dead people makeup, I told you,
Yeah,
this
you
shit
like,
is
they gone.
this shit is a shell.
Yeah, they gone.
I tell people, your parent, I know you don't want to hear this, but your mother, your father, they've been gone. This shit is a hard casing. Their spirit
Yeah,
is what you
spirit
want to
live
feel
on.
good about.
Yep.
So if God was to play your life to you right now, he pushed that button, he said, okay, Tip, here you go. Let me play your life back to you. How much of that life would you do this?
Yeah.
And how much would you just be like, yeah, I'm proud of that guy. I went through the shit that I was supposed to get through, but I'm proud of him at the ending. Yeah. So I just want to say I thank you guys for inviting us into your fucking home.
Yes. Yes. This was awesome.
This is awesome. This brings dialogue that
Yeah.
people are afraid
And
to
this is
talk
to show
about.
them.
Why?
This is
Because they are Tip. They so because let me tell you why. Let's talk about why real quick. The facade. What we go, you ever heard this? We'll go on in this house, stay in this
Stay
house.
in this
Yeah,
house.
and in certain light, fucking yeah. But in certain ways, no. Because I ain't hiding my pain. I ain't got to tell you. I ain't got to put no names to the pain. But I want to tell you that shit can go astray and it can come back tighter than ever. And most people, I tell you right now, sit back right now at this moment. I wouldn't dare put up with that. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck would you put up with? Because you're going to be single.
How do they
Exactly.
fix
Keep bouncing the bounce.
How do-
Exactly. How do we
How do
fix
you
it?
fix
Well,
it
how
if
do
you
we
don't?
fix
If you don't have something to fix, it can't be fixed.
Do you feel like that women, do you guys feel like that women deflect a lot? Or when you, so like if you came to Neek and Zay came to me, be like, I don't think you did this, is it easy for us to be like, but you didn't do that last week? Or you didn't do that. Do you feel like that women deflect a lot?
I used to do that.
True,
Yeah.
but I think it's the approach
Yeah.
It is.
because I can come.
Yes, Tip.
The previous me could come to my wife and she ain't trying to hear nothing I'm saying
Yeah.
because it's all how like she
delivered it.
always told me. Correct, my delivery.
Yeah. Make her defensive.
And I always been that way, and I feel that that's the person who I've always been. And with me being with her over the time frame that everything went on and where we at now, I've changed that a lot. I don't talk to my wife the way I used to talk to her.
Let me
I
tell
don't
you.
a lot of things I
Ooh.
don't do I used to do.
Yeah, and my wife just got on me about this shit recently.
Okay,
For
now
real, no bullshit. Like,
Well, we didn't go through, but it was like recent years.
Recent, like
couple
the
years.
past couple years though. But like just how I talk to my kids. Know what I mean? Just it wasn't terrible, but it was too harsh at times. I mean, it wasn't
didn't deserve
necessary.
it. They didn't deserve
Talking to
it.
her too harsh at sometimes. And I mean, it was unnecessary.
Same thing.
I had to fix that shit. Like now I'm calmer. I think about shit different. Know what I mean, I just try to be better. I don't want to make my kids feel this way about me.
Right. And
Over
didn't-
something that's
see it
not
like
as serious. Yeah. Yeah.
I was the same way.
Yeah. So I really, that was just me personally. I was like, damn, fuck, even this morning I had to reflect on myself. Like, damn, that's fucked up. I used to do that shit. Like, ashamed of the shit. I'm like, damn, fuck, I don't want my kids to think of me ever in that way. Know what I mean? But like, yeah, we good now. I done fixed that shit, but yeah.
What do you say?
We were just talking about that topic, and I ain't gonna dig too deep into it. But and a lot of people agree with me with like our approach with our kids.
Yes.
They're not built like us.
That's what I said.
And it's sad that they're not built like us. We were built to have tough skin, right? Our kids, this generation, don't have it.
They don't, because
they don't have
it.
They're really way more. They're soft. They're sensitive. Like we had our sensitivity as well, but the way our parents raised us,
we grew
we grew up hard. So you had to, So you had to have that thick skin. But what I try to make my husband understand is that you have to almost learn a different approach with these kids.
Yes.
Still be parents, but parent them at a different approach because of, I think it's society more than anything. Like the things that they deal with. I'm not saying that what they deal with we didn't have. Yeah. But the way the society is now is just way, it's so different. And they're
impressionable.
dealing with so much already outside the home.
They can't even fight without the shit being all over the internet.
Yeah.
You know?
That the home need to be more of the safe
Protector.
space.
Yep.
The
Yes.
protective
Safe
space,
space.
not the...
Your sanctuary.
Yeah. And
Not
so
your-
you have to learn to be a little softer with them in the home because they're not getting that outside the street. Don't get me wrong. You
You're
want
gonna
to
correct
teach
the
them
ass.
You
To
want
be
them tough.
protect
Yeah, you
yourself.
want
Right. You
them
want to
tough.
teach
Yep.
them to be tough. But it's hard, but it's to an extent where if I say something, or dad, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's the approach of how you don't have to do, especially with our girls.
Yeah.
And then, you know, my son is the youngest. He's 8, but he's so fucking intelligent. But he's not soft, but he's soft. And not the way of, oh, he a punk. And no, fuck that. I'm talking about he's gentle. And ain't nothing fucking wrong with our men learning how to be gentle.
Yeah.
Because guess
There's a
what?
balance.
The upbringing of Tip, I'm going to hustle and take care of the fuck because I ain't have shit. And then say, I'm going to do this and do this because
'cause
this,
you
this,
need
this. I'm
that.
in the streets.
You need that
And
balance.
like us, I grew up in Highland Park. So it was like, I got a homie, a nigga. I don't want to make you think like you can just fuck me. I got to, so, and then our homes, look at the difference of the homes.
That we grew up in,
Yes. Yes.
Very
Look at the
different.
difference of, we're here, we're
How far
entrepreneurs.
you took it from,
Right.
how
So
far
even
your
if
parents
Tip
was.
got to work all day, they got to work. The
Mom
mom be like,
here,
all right, come
mom
on with
around.
me.
Yeah.
Yup.
Back then, mom and fucking dad, if you had both parents.
Right.
My mom was a single mother, so she worked 3 jobs, so I was the fucking mother.
Yeah.
And
you raised your brother.
so I had to, and my best friend, same way, one of my best friends, and we understood that together that, okay, this is our life. Because we had this conversation where our fucking kids are spoiled. I'm like, no, it's not spoiled. That's what the fuck they're accustomed to. Like our reality, when my kids walk downstairs, there's a fucking snack cabinet. Like you said, we got a snack cabinet.
Yeah.
Even LeBron had to say he went over his friend's house when he started to play ball.
Like, y'all got
Like,
a motherfucking-
what's a pantry?
A pantry. What the hell is that?
Now he probably got 4 pantries. So his kids don't know what the fuck he talking about when you say we don't have a pantry.
Right.
So I get it wholeheartedly, y'all, and I think that's the importance of learning that men and women both need masculine and feminine energy.
Yeah, you gotta find that balance. That's the
We
key.
both need it. Men be like, oh, I ain't no fucking feminine. I said, we didn't call you a woman. We said feminine. So how you gonna know how to caress your woman if you ain't got no
Yeah.
fucking feminine energy? That makes no sense to me.
balance. You can't
what
rub
real
all
woman
rough.
want a man and like masculine energy? I know how to be masculine when it's needed. I don't
be
have to be
firm.
like my husband loves a woman.
Mm-hmm.
The
Feminine.
softness of you,
Femininity.
the motherly of you, how you take care of me. I don't want you. He don't like. And when we went through what we went through, it was fucking bad because
Yeah.
I'm a fucking
Call that bitch
hellcat.
a Tasmanian
He called me
devil.
Tasmanian fucking devil.
What?
But because I
I
love
gotta lock
you.
this bitch in the room so she don't fuck up the whole house.
fuck
Goddamn.
me
I was
up.
like, boo, just fuck up this one room.
Yes, he did.
I
Let's
fix
be
this.
honest.
Don't fuck the whole house up, goddamn. Please.
Tip.
God
You better
damn.
you better know it.
Yeah.
But
Fucking
it's
Tasmanian
all
devil,
in because
goddamn.
when a person feels that way, it means I'm loyal to you.
Yeah.
That means
I love
I
hard.
want you to understand that what you did, I could never because of the love, not because I couldn't, because there's attractive motherfuckers out here. And my love for you runs deep.
Yeah, I can hurt you in the same way.
I'm trying to catch the.
Catch it, Neek. It's attractive. Neek.
I'm trying to catch that.
It's okay because it's so attractive motherfuckers out here. But listen, because God ain't make just us attractive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
He
no
didn't
question.
make it that way. And like, people say, oh, because a nigga, now you know you going to get a stare. Because if a man see an ass, and come on,
He
be
gonna
fucking
look.
real, bitch.
Whatever.
Because you got one, you want a nigga that
Exactly,
only wear tight
goddamn.
jeans, not for a man, for us. But we know that attention comes with the shit, ladies.
Yeah, it's human
Stop
nature.
bullshitting.
It's human
So,
nature.
But
And then, like, if somebody pretty, you can't call them ugly just because you
because you
fucking got a
mad or
girl, some girl right here.
yeah,
Right.
It's all
come on
about
now.
boundary and respect.
Respect,
You know
yeah.
what's right. If a woman come up and be like, "Damn, Zay, you look good," or Tip, you look
Thank
nice.
you. Keep it
baby.
moving. It
Okay.
ain't give me your number so I can come see you later.
A man
It's
can
just
say,
thank you,
"Neek,
keep
damn,
it
you look
moving."
nice.
Yeah,
Vic, you
that's
look
all.
nice. Thank you." Because I
Thank
love
you.
to smile. Bitch, I got a nice smile. How you
Ain't
doing?
it?
But
Fuck.
I'm a married woman, and that's as far as it
As
goes.
far as it go,
Thank
yeah.
you. You understand what I'm saying? So
Like I
I
said,
just
fuck a buck.
that's it. That's it. So guys, thank you so much again for like allowing us to come into your beautiful home and
Yes,
record this.
yes,
you guys
yes,
were
yes.
as honest, and this is what the fuck it is, y'all. This is
Yeah.
what it is. It's to create dialogue, and like I hope some of my couples get on here that's hard to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit right here that you can say that you can't say to your partner, because a lot of times we go to these counselors and these couple sessions and these motherfuckers ain't nothing but a notepad and a checklist. And I'm not knocking my counselors because I'm not licensed, so I can't tell you what works and don't. I'm saying especially if you're struggling with shit about communication in life, go to some people who has been going through what you're going
yeah,
through.
and try to learn from their
I can't
mistakes.
go to a marriage counselor who never been married.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I can't do it. I can't
Yeah.
go to a marriage counselor who ain't got no kids and I'm talking about how my
Yeah.
kids are on drugs.
Don't
What
tell
can
me
you
how to
teach
treat my
Yeah.
wife if
Oh,
you single.
and you single. That's why my friends, I have the best of friends. You know who to talk to and who not to. And I will say this, ladies, if you're talking to a friend about your relationship, and this is for my females, and your friend wants to constantly call you and ask you, how you doing? What's going on now? Is you still doing it? Most of the times, they don't want good answers. Because when I talk to my friends, and I don't got but a handful, been knowing them since I was 9 years old. And if I talk to them, they don't give a fuck what is tomorrow. They don't care if I'm smiling
Just
tomorrow.
checking on you. Good.
I done checked on you. If you need me, you'll call me. Because those that want to keep prying, they don't want the outcome to be good.
Misery loves
Because they
company.
want you to keep
Misery
bringing it
loves
up.
fucking
Why would I want to
company.
keep bringing that up to you? You understand what I'm saying? So when I asked Neek to come on this podcast, Tip, the reason why I asked her to come on this podcast is because when I knew she was, remarrying her husband, because you always been her husband. That's how I look at shit. And she said that, and this would hit me, Neek. This is what made me invite you first, because you hit home with me. And you said to me, without saying hardly no words, no getting in deep about shit. That's how you are. You're very private, But you said to me, Vic, if things didn't happen in my marriage or my relationship, I would not be as happy as I am now. Ooh, what did I say to you, Neek?
Yeah.
I said, fuck.
You felt the same way.
I said, I feel the same. And I'm very private too. So I felt, and I'm not embarrassed. I don't give a fuck, but I
Yeah.
felt the same way. And I tell these women, stop standing on the sideline waiting for that man to make you anything. Because all you getting is a nigga with the same character.
Yeah.
And he's
could
wiping
be that
his,
same nigga.
ain't it, Tip? He's wiping his slate clean with you. He ain't got no record with you.
Yeah,
So I can
so I
start
can
off
fuck
fresh
up
till I
again.
fuck up
Yeah,
again.
fuck up
And how
again.
many chances can I get with you? And when I did the video on the date down on TikTok, women thought, oh, you need to worry about your pussy. Don't worry about us. I said, well, I'm not worrying about you. What I'm saying is you're a date down. I'm standing on the sideline knowing that he's in a relationship, waiting for him to hurt you, to get out that relationship, to come
I
to
can do
me
the same
and
goddamn
fucking
way.
hurt
The
me.
same
I
thing.
can do the same goddamn way.
That's very
Exactly.
intelligent.
So
baby.
no,
Start
so
over.
I can cheat on you with the woman I just left.
Because I will.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be right back still
she
trying to
allow
fuck
me.
on her if she let me.
If she allow me. So what I want to say is, it's not all about infidelity, because infidelity can be the smallest fracture of a relationship. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
huge because betrayal, but it's still a small fracture of life. Okay, you ain't cheating, but you ain't mentally connected to me, and
Yeah.
I
Right.
need that more than anything.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, because we always hear the same shit about why, okay,
Yeah,
just
we gotta
like
be on the same page.
Okay, just like Tia and Tamara, and not to keep dragging it on, but the twin and her husband, they ain't tell you one reason on why that marriage flopped.
No, they didn't.
Everybody in the
assume he
comments, he
cheated.
cheating to the point he had to won't gonna do
Like,
it.
it won't
He had
that.
to come out and say, I
They
did
ain't
not cheat on my wife.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you see the mentality?
That's how
Well,
people
people
think.
already jump to yep.
So this is what I'm saying to y'all. Fuck what
People
they
say
think.
yep. Fuck what they
Exactly.
think.
Period on that.
Period.
Right?
Period.
All right. So